What's going on, everybody? Everything you need to know right here. All right. Now, we're going to be talking about the whole Leafy versus Keemstar war. Now, Leafy made a video revealing everything that Keemstar has done in the past, revealing who he actually is. Now, Keemstar puts up the front that he's only a news channel drama alert. He used to be known as Federation of Asshole Gamers, FAG. You remember that, right? Yeah. Yeah, Mike and Cheese made a freaking song about it. These guys will go around harass people. When I say them, I mean FAG, Federation of Asshole Gamers. You probably forgot about them. I'm glad people forgot about them. Anyway, now it used to be run by Robot, who would just basically have a voiceover robot all the time, and a couple of other guys. Now, like I said, they would go around, they would just harass people, they would bully people, Twitter, YouTube, live stream, anywhere. These guys would go to harass people. Now, recently, their entire channel, well, not recently, years ago, their entire channels got shut down for harassment. Like, that's all they were doing. That's all they were good at. This dude, I'm not going to even call him a dude because it actually seems that he's like some type of a grown up. This child was basically building his whole rep up by spewing complete racism. Like, okay, the dude was saying, like, white people rule the world and you are an N word. Now, for one, N word means an ignorant individual, but see, he's so damn stupid, he won't realize that he thinks it just means black. And that word does not mean black. Negro means black, yes, from the Spanish terms and other type of terms as well. Yeah, that means black, but that word doesn't mean that. It just means an ignorant individual. I mean, throughout your whole family history, I'm pretty sure there's been a few of those in there, Keemstar. Now, Leafy completely put him out there, and I'm so glad Leafy did that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so glad Leafy did that because Keemstar has really, gained his big success and off of Drama Alert, and he's doing the same type of tactics, harassing, bullying people, never tells the truth. Keemstar doesn't tell the truth. That's why when he was on Freedom, everybody said he has to go because we all knew who he was. Literally, we all knew who this dude was. When when Game 05 sold his, well, Game 05 was a network that I used to be under. When that network was sold to Keemstar, it was called The Juice. I got out of that network. I was not about to be part of Keemstar, the utter, literally the utter cancer of YouTube. Does nothing but report on. It's not even reporting on news. Scarce. I love Scarce. Scarce reports on the news. Keemstar reports on stuff he thinks happened and he says it's fact. Scarce reports on fact. That's why I love Scarce. I love Scarce. Scarce, you watch this video now, I love your content, dude. I always will. Like, you do great content and it's legitimately good. And you do it off of actual facts. And then when he does the news, he doesn't really try to, I'll say, point hatred in anybody's way. He reports on what's there and Scarce goes on to the next story. Keemstar, on the other hand, he reports on that story. It could be the most innocent story ever. Best example, he was talking about how a guy was involved with a 16-year-old girl. Now, he dropped the age 3 times. He said she was 15, then she said she was 13. Then, no, actually, no, it was only 2 times. He didn't even say 14. He said 15 and 13. So he lied about that right then and there. Keemstar has done nothing but harass people. He's done nothing but that. He has no other talent but harassing people. No other talent. He's been banned from YouTube. Like, literally, this dude actually used to have a network, or he worked for a network or something. He sold partnerships. He sold the partnerships. You're not supposed to sell any damn YouTube partnership. He sold them. That's why he got bumped for that. He won't tell you that though. Now, I love how Leafy really just exposed the guy. Now, let me get on Leafy's case now. Leafy, his whole basis of his videos are basic cyberbullying. He'll see a video, he'll make like literally a 60-minute video, basically trash talking the other person's video. And, that's kind of a cyberbully. And let's be honest, this kid doesn't look like much. This kid looks like if you smack him in the mouth, he'll cry and run away. Literally, this kid looks like that. He literally looks like the typical kid that gets bullied. And, I believe that happened to him just because of the way he's acting, and he shouldn't want to do that to anybody else. I mean, didn't your dad almost commit suicide by taking too many pills? And you're going after people just degrading them? Son, Didn't your pops not want to be around you? That's why he took those pills? That's bogus to say, but look what you have been doing. I'm happy that you exposed Keemstar, yes, but that doesn't mean you're out of the fryer. You've done nothing through your whole career but insult people, bully people, literally. The only difference between you and Keemstar is that you do it and you have an intelligence. Keemstar has no intelligence. Period. Point blank. The end. He doesn't. The difference between Leafy and Keemstar, Leafy has intelligence. When he actually talks about it, it's well thought out. He's well articulate. He's not an idiot. Keemstar spews out nothing but sheer ignorance. Like seriously, you think that white people rule the world and black people are your slaves? Are you stupid? Oh, and let's just be honest here. I hope Keemstar sees this video because Keemstar, the first slave owner was a black man who said that a white man cannot have his freedom. So actually, from that terminology, you are slaves. Oh, and by the way, that is fact. You can go look that up. Now let's get back onto Keemstar's whole case. I'm so glad that Leafy, even though Leafy does cyberbullying things, I'm grateful to Leafy that he exposed him because he's a big enough YouTuber. He exposed it. It has millions of views. People are going on and really are seeing what this guy truly is. A racist piece of crap. I'm sorry, but to me, I believe in equal opportunity. I literally believe everybody's equal, literally. Now, this is me with equality. That means that everything good happens to us can happen. You know, if you're equal with me, everything good happens to you will happen. But everything bad happens to me, you can experience that too. That's equality. Equality is a double-edged sword. I've been telling people that for ages. But we're not about this whole thing. We're getting back into the core problem here, which is the fact that Leafy, I'm glad that you made that video, man, but literally there's some stuff you need to do different. Literally. Like, there are some videos, it just doesn't offend anybody. Like, certain videos that he did. Okay, there was this one kid who was talking about, she was worshiping Hitler or something. That made sense. He made a video about that, but it was one video to where, like, it was a really bogus animation, and he basically completely trashed it. Like, it was basic animation. The kid was starting out on it, and Leafy trashes it mainly because he has no talent of himself. If you don't have any talent of yourself, plus you're living with the fact that your dad wanted to commit suicide, that meant that your dad didn't give a fuck about you. He just wanted to leave because he was tired of you. Literally, a person with that background should never bother anybody. Literally, you should not be harassing anybody. Why can't you just make videos about your own life? Why don't you do that? Or do something with gaming. You're a pretty good gamer. I've seen the kid's channel. He's a pretty good gamer. Why doesn't he actually do something with gaming? And I mean something that's positive, something that he sits down and thinks about. Hell, if you want to just report on the news, do that. But at least it's you. It's not focused on everybody else. Now, that being said, I have to say, Keemstar, you are a racist crap dude. You have never had a right to be on this site. You have done nothing but harass and bother people. You have done nothing but just spew pure ignorance since you've been on here. And Keemstar, if you see this video, you might or might not. You can say whatever you want about me, dude. At least I'm not a piece of shit like you. And I'm really surprised that YouTube is even allowing you to keep that YouTube channel because YouTube has banned every other channel you've had. How do you keep that one? That's because you're keeping it under the radar. That's what it is. It's going to be funny when somebody completely exposes you and you lose that channel. Because literally, you are the most despised dude on YouTube. And it's not because, you tried to stand up for your own beliefs. No, it's because you tried to kill others' beliefs. You tried to your whole basis is just harassment. That's your whole basis. It's nothing unique. It's nothing genuine. It's just harassing. So, Leafy, once again, dude, you have your faults, but I am grateful that you did make this video exposing him. I'm not saying that, I'm perfect. I'm not saying that. I have my faults too. But I'm not putting on an act. I don't change for anybody. If somebody says something on the comments, I'm not going to pretend like I'm some Mother Teresa and the guy completely cusses me out. I'm going to tell him, fuck off, dude. Literally, I'm a defensive person. That's why I took up multiple different types of martial arts, weapon combats, train daily. I'm actually a fighter. That's what I've always been. So if somebody says something, it's just a key thing in my brain that I'm automatically going to go and try to defend myself. Now, the difference between Keemstar and Leafy and myself is that I only bother or only defend myself These guys just completely attack people. That's not the same thing. And let's be honest here. Once again, either one of them. I know Keemstar. Like I've seen this dude fight before. He can't fight. I would lay Keemstar out. I would lay Keemstar out. He can't fight. I would lay that dude out. Literally, I would. Then he also makes type of killing, like he's gonna kill you. He makes threats and everything. Now, some of those threats, like, were made because people were saying sexual stuff about his 10-year-old daughter. I hate pedophiles. Keemstar is also part pedophile too, but I'll get into information. Y'all can look that up too. But